One thing that's really nice, we put on a lot of events at TMC. And we do a lot of things with our partner, Pima Council on Aging. But this event, we keep really true to its original purpose, and that is to honor the centenarians and their families. And we do that by really providing a space and an atmosphere that they can all gather together. And we want it to be fun, we want it to be lively, and we want it to be really safe and easy for everyone to access so that everyone can come and participate.
1, 2, 3. Perfect.
So over the time I've been involved, I'm amazed at people I've seen coming for 6 years. And every year, it's our red carpet event, if you will. We want to see who's coming, who's going to be coming up at 99 years old. We get to hear their story, and then we have all of ours that repeat and come, and we're always happy to see them.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I'm heading for 102.
And I have the privilege of sharing your stories, so I have the best job. Ted Griffin was born in Fayetteville, Tennessee, and moved to Tucson in 1938. Where he met his wife, Avu Linda, and married her in 1942. He enjoyed his life with her until her passing in 2008. Ted worked for the Southern Pacific Railroad from 1938 to 1980 and has many stories of the steam engine.
Let's see. Well, I've been with the railroad since 1942, and I retired in 80.
Wow.
I'm the oldest everything around here.
Is that a good thing?
No one, well, in a way I guess it's all right, but just stay young if you can.
What's the secret to staying young?
Huh?
What's the secret to doing that?
Should I tell you a plain answer?
Tell me what you want to say.
Well, I'll tell you a little more later on, but the main secret is don't die. As long as you don't die while you're still living. Which take me, but then I kind of enjoyed meeting those old people. Those old people, you know. Wasn't any of them as old as I am. But you know what? There's 3 times as many women over 100 years of age as men.
Why is that? What do you think?
Well, I think it is because a man uses his life trying to satisfy the woman. Works himself to death. Isn't that right?
Hey! Now, Ted has a great sense of humor, and he laughs often, and he says the best way to remain healthy is don't die. Wanda Walke was born on January 10th, 1914, in LaGrange, Indiana. She has 1 daughter. Wanda and her husband were married for 53 years.
I learned a verse long ago.
Do you remember way back when? Now, I can't think how that hardly goes. Do you remember way back, say 30, 40 years? You never saw your sweetheart's limbs, but judge her by her ears. The kids were washed each Saturday night. Their daddy cut their hair. Their pants were made were Uncle Ben's, and they wore no underwear. Always have something funny to laugh about. Now say that in your own mind. And I like to play cards.
What games of cards?
Pinochle.
No.
I make my quarters that way.
Alice was born on December 23rd, 1911 in Tucson, Arizona, then the Arizona Territory. She has 2 sons, 1 daughter, 8 grandchildren, 9 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild.
So you're 102 years old?
101.
101?
You're
102.
Yeah, you forgot that big party we had?
Okay,
Were you born here in Tucson?
I was born in Tucson.
So you've seen a lot of changes.
Oh, yes.
What's your favorite change of Tucson?
Well, it's just bigger, and a lot of interesting things have happened.
What lesson have you learned from your heart that you want your family to always remember you by?
That I was happy with him
Yeah.
through thick and thin, because life is not always just thick.
Yeah. That's a good lesson.
Because it's what you do to yourself. It's up to you to make your life good. And if you could turn somebody's life around, that's good. Somebody that's suffering or, has something bad in their lives.
Cecilia Schlieve was born on September 6, 1913 in Lowell, Wisconsin. She has 1 daughter, 1 son, 4 grandchildren, 7 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild. Cecilia grew up on a farm, and some of her chores were milking the cows and shoveling hay. She also managed apartments in California, and when she was in her 20s, she fostered children.
I'm Cecilia Schlieve. I was born September 6, 1913, and I'll soon be 101.
Wow. Wow. How did you feel when TMC called you about the event?
I was surprised. I wondered the first time when I went, I was 99, but going to be 100 in September, and I wondered, who put my name in? I'm still wondering who's put it in for the president.
You're in great shape. Do you go walking?
I don't know. I guess it's just...
Well, what keeps you going? I mean, you have, is it a positive outlook? Or?
I always take one day at a time, and what the next day brings is fine. If, say I don't feel good, well, so I don't feel good, I'll feel better tomorrow.
Your family. What message do you want to leave them with that they should always remember you by?
That, remember the good times we had in the places we went when they were smaller and enjoyed taking. And I can remember the one place we was up in Yosemite, and they looked down and they said, "Look at Mama. Look at those little things. What are they? They were the cars traveling along, and they look little because we was up so high.
And their stories are so wonderful. And now we have a fabulous treat. We have the Tucson Desert Harmony, a local chapter of Sweet Adelines International. They've successfully built an award-winning women's course in Tucson, and they are here today. Here they come. Give them a big round of applause.
I guess the best thing to say would be to do unto others you'd have them to do unto you. It should work out better than most anything else. If you treat everybody else like you'd like to be treated, well, I don't see how you could ask for anything any better.